Hey there guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a little tour of my home studio. I get asked a lot about my setup and how I record my videos, so I figured it would be cool to go over all of the gear that I've accumulated over the years. Okay, so starting over here, this is where I produce and compose everything. Right now I'm writing an album, so I've been using these two keyboards. I use my Juno D from Roland. This is the new one that they just gave me. It has really cool sounds, but it's also extremely lightweight. It weighs basically nothing. Horizontal wheel is my very favorite thing. The best way to get intonations, in my opinion. This is my little fatty Stage 2 Moog synthesizer. I got this when I was 15. My parents gave me the option to either get a car or a synthesizer, and you can see which one I chose. This is no longer in production, so you can't get it through the Moog website, but you can probably get it through Reverb or something like that. I love this synth. I've tried many different VSTs to emulate this sound, and nothing really beats the actual analog synthesizer. This is my computer station. I have a MacBook Pro. I'm not really a computer expert, but I know that it does all of the stuff that I need to do production-wise. I use Logic Pro, and I run most of my VSTs with these hard drives back here. These speakers are Mackie CR4Xs. I've been using them for a while. I love the way they sound. This is my little journal. I got it from Viña del Mar, playing with Karol G in 2023. So that was a nice memory. Over here I have some AKG headphones. I can't hear basically anything outside when I have them on. I have a couple of interfaces. The biggest one that I use is the Behringer Euphoria UMC 1820. This one has a bunch of inputs, as you can see. And so for when I'm recording various instruments and vocals, etc., this is the one that I usually use. I also have some smaller interfaces that I use maybe when I'm at home or when I only need to use one or two instruments. This one is my first interface I ever got. It's the Focusrite from Scarlett. I think it's the one that most people get when they're starting out. My newest interface is the Quantum ES2 from PreSonus. They recently gifted me this, and I would say it's probably the most modern, fancy interface that I have. This one has automated anti-clipping and auto gain. So very useful, very compact. This one is my drum mics from AKG. I'm gonna open it. Ah, look how pretty that is. I usually have someone come and figure this out for me when I'm recording drums. This is my vocal microphone. This is the one I currently have. It's an AKG P120. I think it's not that expensive, so kind of a mid-grade mic. Maybe one day I'll get a fancier mic, but this does the job for now. Over here I have my LED lights. I have them stuck onto the wall here. They were like $5 each, so they're probably gonna die at some point. New and improved studio chair. I got quite a lot of complaints about my plastic chair, so I had to change it. This is the section that I use to get ready. I have a little boudoir. I think that's how you say it. Some nice lighting so I can see all of my imperfections on my face. My makeup bag right here. I have a huge collection of makeup actually. I have this little massage hook. I have a lot of upper back pain, and after producing for many hours, it really hurts. So as you can see, I can get all the knots out like this. I have two lights. This one is an LED light. It's really bright, but you can lower it a little bit. And then over here, I have your traditional ring light. Usually when I'm recording videos, I will have this on one side and this one on the other side. This corner over here is my YouTube background. I wanted something a little different than what I use on my Instagram reels. I reached out to my friend Jimena. She made this. It's a puzzle, and she did all of it and framed it. It looks actually exactly like my cat, so I really loved it. She helped me basically go over each thing to buy. Little bobblehead origami crane, Jenny from Blackpink. And so this is an aesthetic little corner. I have my Moog case right here. My mom brought my Moog in this giant case. Thanks, Mom. The most important part of the tour, which is my keyboards. As you can see, I have quite a few of them. This one is the first one that I ever had. I was on a cruise ship probably in 2019, and I didn't even have a keyboard. I think we were at port in Australia, and I went to the nearest music store, and I got the keyboard that was the most versatile and lightweight that I could, and that was the Juno DS That was before I was ever working with Roland or anything. I just purchased this and I used it on the cruise ship and then kept using it for many years. I started doing all my videos with this. Very solid keyboard, very, very lightweight. Love it. The Juno D6 is actually like an updated version of that, so now I have two of them. This is the Roland JDXi. This is a really small synthesizer. Even the keys are a little bit smaller than normal. It's great to have like on top of your other keyboard, and yeah, I like it. Its sounds are pretty good and it's pretty affordable. After I started doing content with this keyboard, Roland reached out to me and this was the first keyboard they sent to me. It's the Roland Juno X, and I've been using this keyboard for a while. I love it. I think it's 4 analog synthesizers from Roland built into one, and so it's kind of a hybrid of analog and digital. Great keyboard. It kind of sounds like Stranger Things a little bit. It has that 80s vibe. If I'm like tracking keys, then I'll use this one right here. The Arturia Astrolab. This keyboard is cool because not only does it look really epic, but it also has exact replicas of famous songs. So for example, the lead in Kids by MGMT. It's there exactly as you hear it in the song. Or the keys from Billie Jean, also in there. This is the Donner DMK25 Pro. It's a little tiny MIDI controller. This is great if you need something portable to put in your suitcase. 2 Roly Piano M's. This keyboard is cool because not only does it light up in multicolor when you turn it on, but it can also connect to another one. So you can put these two next to each other and it makes a bigger piano. It has some really cool intonation options. So for example, when you press down on a key and then you shake it back and forth like that, it'll actually produce vibrato or like a tremolo. And then we have the goat of all Roly products over here. This is the famous Seaboard Rise 2. You've probably seen some people playing with it. It's a very, very cool synthesizer. It is basically a completely new instrument. You can play it like this. You can glide it up, you can pull it up like this and create all new effects. It's a really interesting keyboard and I'm really grateful that Roly sent this to me. My biggest keyboard, this is an 88 key Roland V-Stage. This is a really new model. The keys are weighted, so it feels like a real piano. It has 4 different engines, so we have a synthesizer, electric piano, acoustic piano, and an organ with drawbars as well, so it sounds even more realistic. This has amazing sounds and really good programmable options. So if you want to do like a really big keyboard heavy sort of gig, this is the thing that I would pick. I'll be doing a demo on this pretty shortly too. Over here is my rehearsal area. I have a drum set, a passive bass over here. This is Squire, lots of cables. This is a bass amp, and this is the guitar amp. I used to have a better mixer, but mine died. My friend Buo, who actually produces and mixes all of my songs, he lent me his. Really large monitors over here, some live microphones. This is like for rehearsal. This is a Sennheiser. Sounds pretty good. This is my favorite like live microphone that I have. I've recorded drums a couple of times actually. It's really nice to have a studio that is sound isolated enough for that to be possible. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my studio tour. If you liked anything that you saw, all of the gear that I have in my studio is going to be listed in this video's description so you can check it out. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!